It was basically every night I was nervous. Every night I was in awe of, my surroundings, of like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. It never got old, and that was like a year-long tour. I'm RJ Ronquillo, and I'm a guitar player in Nashville, Tennessee. I started playing guitar when I was about 9 years old because of the movie Back to the Future. My first guitar hero was Marty McFly. It was because of that movie, I got into Chuck Berry, and from Chuck Berry I got into, Eric Clapton, and from Clapton into Hendrix, and Hendrix into Eddie Van Halen. I fell in love with it, and I wanted to learn more and more, so I asked to take jazz guitar lessons. And right out of college, I was living in South Florida, and the only thing really to do as a musician was to play in cover bands, wedding bands. So I got into that scene. At the time, it was paying better than the day job that I had, which was selling cell phones at the mall. Also, I eventually quit that job and just did music full time. And it was so cool to be able to just play music, on a constant basis and make, enough to live, pay my bills and eat. So I had met a couple people that were doing touring gigs, and they had asked me if I wanted to come out on tour. And one of the first gigs I did was with this reggae band, Inner Circle, who's known for the Cops theme song, the Bad Boys, What You Gonna Do? That was my first real tour where, we were on a bus and flying all over the world and everything. So I did that for a couple years, and eventually I got to tour with Ricky Martin, and that was amazing. That was like, world tour. The first couple shows were in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and he's Puerto Rican, so those shows were all going to be sold out. It's the first time I ever played an arena. When the intro music starts rolling, and the first time you go out, all you hear is a wall of screaming for like the first 2 minutes of the show. It was ridiculous. You really do get like high from that energy from the crowd. That was basically, all year long for me. So I was worn out towards the end, So the inspiration behind my RJ and the Del Guapos project was, I was living in Southern California, and I had always been a fan of that 50s rock and roll, rhythm and blues sound. I had just, met some friends that were into that music too, and I just decided to start writing songs in that vein, not for anything serious, but just as, to have fun. That was my goal, was to make something just fun. I was in LA for about 6 or 7 years, and decided it wasn't for me, and my wife and I headed over to Nashville. I figured, well, I've never done a Nashville country touring gig, so something new, let's try it out. I started playing with Thompson Square in 2014. It's been a great gig. Great people, great shows, great music, it's fun. The Nashville touring business is a very specific business compared to like the Latin tours I did or any pop tours. It feels like a day job, like a regular day job. You get up at a certain time, eat your breakfast, work out, whatever. We always have a setup and sound check almost at the same time every day. The shows are usually around the same time every day, so you get it dialed in, and it's pretty comfortable. I tell people that We get paid to wait around, sleep in buses, jump on planes, and we play for free. You know, that's the fun part. There's no crazy sex, drugs, and rock and roll on the road. I have fun on the road, but I don't party like I did when I was, you know, in my 20s. So I'm like the first one in my bunk every night. Right now, it's my time is mostly spent with touring and then the YouTube videos. I think eventually I'd like to get off the road and just concentrate on the YouTube stuff. So there's this guitar company called Eastwood Guitars that I had been interested in buying one of their guitars. So I had emailed and I said, hey, could I get a discount on this guitar? I'll do a video for you. I'll do a demo video. I really had no idea what, you know, YouTube was about to become. I started with one video with them. It did really well for their company apparently. And they said, well, why don't we send you a couple more guitars and do some more video demos? It was cool because I got to play all these new instruments that I've never seen before. And as a guitar player, you know, we love gear, so basically having like Guitar Center at your house for like a couple weeks. Around that time, I would have never thought that YouTube was going to be anything that I would be doing more than just like posting a couple videos as a hobby or just trying to get some stuff out there. But it's not strange to see someone doing it full time and that's all they do, and they're doing really good at it and making a great living out of doing it. I think there's just so many opportunities here in Nashville that whether you're in the music business or, you know, if you're an artist or if you're, you know, a chef or something, there's so many opportunities here. There's so many people here that are open to all kinds of things. So I think it's a great place to come and do what you want to do.